Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is burying the portal to those ancient past lifetimes and those dark karmics that have been draining us and kept us in lack energy for lifetimes. And basically, this is the portal or gateway that we cemented shut 2 or 3 nights ago. I don't remember exactly when it was. And the following morning, in my quick morning meditation, I saw a grave. So I went to the place where I usually meet my spirit guides, and I was shown a grave there that was fresh, so like fully closed with a gravestone, and it said, "Here lies the dark evil wizard." And I knew that referred to that dark evil wizard that had continuously kept connecting to me through the spirit realm, even though there was no physical contact in the 3D, and who kept draining my energy and keeping me in lack energy, right? So, like, for many of us, this goes back to ancient lifetimes where we were a slave of that individual in that past lifetime, right? So even though the person who has that same soul, like in this lifetime, may not necessarily consciously be aware of that, but they were still acting out certain things, and energetically things still kept playing out that way. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna bury the portal or gateway that I cemented shut for us. And actually after that, I really felt the energy shift. And today, I guess it was 2 days ago, because that was yesterday. And then today, what started happening is suddenly I felt that I actually deserved abundance, like financial abundance. Whereas even though on a mental level, I understood it before, but on an energetic and karmic level, there were still blockages, right? And today I was also guided to an amazing affirmation song. I'll have to look it up and put a link down below, although that might take me a few days, but at least I'll put the title and the YouTube channel where you can find it right away. It just touched me on such a deep heart level, or soul level. Sorry, I should say soul level. And as, like, basically they had the Ho'oponopono woven into the song, right? And I felt very strongly guided to start tapping my heart with, or like my chest over my heart, right? With my right hand, the flat hand. And I kept tapping it in the rhythm of the song, and it felt very powerful. I just kept playing it on a loop. So I feel like there was a massive shift happening now energetically, but it's important that this also gets physically buried. And what else I want to show you is the candle, the ceremony wax that is left over from the candle of that ceremony where I closed that portal, where I cemented it shut. The way I felt and saw this was basically, here is the head of an eagle, right? I hope you can see it with the beak here, right? So this was an eagle, the great spirit of the eagle. That's kind of like the head feathers there, like, and the wings were like arms that were stretched out or held out, like you would hold someone, like you could hold a baby or a person like that, right? So that's the great spirit of the eagle stretching out the wings like arms, holding us or offering to hold us, right? And here it's like this whole, almost like a mountain that feels like the burdens that we've carried, and also like the tears that we shed from all the pain that we endured, right? Oh, wow. Actually, I didn't even notice this until I started filming now. So there's two streams and we have two eyes, right? So like really it's like one stream from one eye and one from the other eye, of like representing all the pain and suffering that we endured, right? So this is really our healing. So the great spirit of the eagle as a messenger of the divine is lifting us up, holding us, catching us, you know, cradling us, stretching their arms out for us. So we are now healing and stepping into what was always supposed to be ours, and we were kept from it because of all this trauma and all this karmic stuff that had to reach a certain point of healing, right? So we're going to bury that. And I put the candle here. I will snuff it out afterwards and continue burning it at home. But I felt like we needed a light here, right? Like we need the light. And by the way, before I actually call in our divine team, this is the little secret community garden, or like my little guerrilla garden that I started here. Let me actually show you. So this is an area behind the train tracks where they must have torn down a house, because you see the one side wall here, that is another building. There's the back wall that faces another building. There's the other side wall that faces another building. Here's leftovers of the torn down wall. Hold on, sorry, I'm moving too fast here. Some kind of pipe that's running through, but you can clearly see like the brick that was torn down. And underneath here is all the like construction debris from tearing it down. They basically just left it. They're all like blocks, cinder blocks. Actually, I was sitting on one of these here, and see, I kind of just created a raised garden bed. First, I started with this little part here, and yesterday I just brought more soil because there wasn't enough, and I added this part here, and I already sowed seeds and the animals stuck around in there, but it's okay to have our portal and gateway buried in there. The plants can grow around it. That's all good. So here I had some onions and potatoes already sprouting at home. So here are some potato plants. They're more buried under here because the animals started digging it up. So I actually put a bunch of straw, or hay actually, on there to stop them from continuously digging around. But these ones actually started growing anyhow, so they didn't get them. Oh, this one's a little exposed here, actually. See, there's a potato that's still exposed, so that's probably not gonna grow. We'll see. Onions. These two are catnip plants that I bought already grown from the store, and they're not doing super well, but they're still okay. But this mint I dug up from an abandoned piece of land between two properties, and that's totally thriving. And over here, hold on, sorry, the ground is really uneven. I have to watch my step. So there's a bunch of stuff growing here. I dug up either raspberry or blackberry bushes. I'm not sure. I can't tell the leaves apart enough. But these ones I planted here. There are just a few here, here. And this one I thought would die, but new growth is coming, so that's recovering. And after I had planted that, I was thinking, I wish I had more. And the next day, I found this abandoned that somebody had popped out of a big plant box. And like it was actually flat here, and see, they're even starting to grow out the side now. I need to get more soil and put it there and incorporate this one into here, but massive. Look at this. So that's the beginning of a food forest here that I want to create. And well, the rest, I mean, I don't have unlimited means to fill everything with soil, but bit by bit I will try to add parts here. Over there I actually started throwing my compost stuff, so that should create more soil. And hopefully eventually I can like grow some nut trees here as well and stuff, and hopefully they won't find it because across the train tracks in a more open spot some people had planted vegetables, and that's all gone now. There's a fence now, and the city is like planting flowers and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately their garden is gone, but this spot here is so hidden. I hope it will stay that way. All right, but back to the video. I just wanted to share that with you because I'm totally excited about setting all of this up and, you know, creating a little mini oasis and giving back to Mother Earth, and at the same time also creating little food forests here and there. Hopefully in the future I can do that in many other places too, to counterbalance in a positive way all the stuff that, you know, humanity is bombarded with in mainstream media and so on. So like this is my counteracting what I can do, like my little thing in this area. So anyway, back to the ceremony. Sorry about getting a little sidetracked here, but I'm really excited about this. Okay, so we're gonna skip the smudging simply because I didn't bring it, and I know all of you have your own smudge stuff at home, so you can take this moment to smudge. And I'm gonna jump straight into calling in our divine team, and then it will be pretty quick to just bury it and let it rest, and that's it. Just having peace. Okay, so dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light, please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Okay, first let us give thanks for all the blessings in our lives. I want to give thanks for the shift in energy, for letting this massive portal that we've been struggling with for such a long time and working on it, chipping away at it, and those dark ones, or that dark one, like for each of us, it's normally one main spirit or entity, that could connect to us, but through them possibly also others, right? Or they could work through others. Correction, yes, thank you, sorry. So thank you for letting us close a massive chapter in our lives, for reaching a massive milestone in our healing, on our healing journey, and moving forward, healing something that so many people who were in the same or similar type of karmic energetic connection were not able to do, but we finally managed to break through and close it successfully. So thank you, thank you, thank you a million times for that. It's such a relief. And we know that anything else that still comes our way, we can handle with ease, with your help. And we're looking forward to stepping forward bit by bit, step by step. And as a former friend of mine used to say, Susanna, you're just dancing through the steps. Meanwhile, I felt like it was like a super fast jig that was driving me crazy, right? But yeah, so now we're dancing gentler and more relaxed through the steps, right? Okay. So I also want to give thanks for all the signs and all the feedback, for all the guidance, help and assistance that you've been giving us every step of the way, even if sometimes we got frustrated or impatient. And let us now put that past to rest. Let us bury it. Let any and all of those toxic portals and gateways that we cemented shut with that ceremony a couple of days ago, let that now be fully and completely put to rest. And just like a grave, we wish that dark one all the best on their healing journey. Oh, and I almost got stuck there. Well, for a moment. I have these strings on my glasses. I don't know what they're called. They're not lanyards. They're like, well, it is. I bought two and tied them together to make them longer. But yeah, that string, my phone just got caught on it. So it's like they still want to reconnect and trip us up a little bit, but it's done. We're now letting it rest. They are now, thank you. Okay. They are now tripping up on their own stuff. We bless them with love, with divine love, and release them from our lives now and forever. Throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And that shall be applied to all of our lineages and to body, mind, spirit, soul, energy field, and any and all karmic aspects, and any and all other aspects that we may not even be aware of. And also it shall be cleared from our DNA, and we shall be full. Oh, and here comes the voice thing again. We shall be fully and completely freed from it, and our voice, our throat chakra shall be healed from this continuous suppression of our power, of our voice, of our right to speak our truth, to stand up for ourselves, and to speak up when we're being wronged. That blatant disregard shall now all be buried with that, and any and all pain that we've carried because of it It shall all be put to rest. Rest in peace and be gone from our lives now and forever. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. And we shall be uplifted now by the divine through the great spirit of the eagle. We're cradled. Yeah, I feel we're cradled now. We're cradled, and all the blessings shall now start flowing into our lives. And we shall now be able to fully live up to our potential, be on our highest timeline, and fulfill our soul purpose, our soul mission in this lifetime. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. All right, everyone. Whew, that feels good. All right, let the ceremony now be finished. Please accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Our divine team, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us massively safe, shielded, and protected by a massive 12D shield of golden light with a divine seal of protection. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. May truth and integrity always be with you. Bye, till next time.